if you want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Welcome along, fellow fans of spiritual journeys. This time around, I'm going to give you a storyteller's perspective on why there was an assassination attempt on President Donald J. Trump and how he survived. Before I begin, please like, share, and subscribe to Spiritual Journeys on whatever platform you are listening on. Now please join me around the campfire. At 6:11 p.m. on July 13th, 2024, President Donald J. Trump was shot by a villain. Millions of people around the world believe that this event is proof that God was watching over him. Some even claim that an angel, possibly the spirit of Ivana Trump, who passed away on July 14, 2022, saved him. Conversely, millions of others argue that this is evidence that we are all living in a computer simulation, given the statistical improbability of Trump turning his head at the exact moment needed for the bullet to just miss a fatal trajectory. Regardless of your beliefs or opinions about President Trump, this incident aligns remarkably with Joseph Campbell's hero's journey template. This template is deeply ingrained in human storytelling, as seen in biblical and other stories, Greek mythology, and countless Hollywood films. You know this story, and as weird as it may sound, people like me, who are in the storytelling business, we kind of were expecting this. But don't worry, we knew it would turn out alright. You see, whether in ancient myths or modern cinema, the themes of death, resurrection, and triumph over adversity continue to resonate deeply with audiences worldwide. Joseph Campbell's hero's journey template provides a powerful and predictable framework to analyze the events of Donald J. Trump's political career, particularly the assassination attempt on July 13th, 2024. You've seen this in Rocky and Lord of the Rings and The Matrix and Wizard of Oz and Star Wars and countless other movies. You see, in this narrative, the event epitomizes the death and resurrection stage, encompassing the supreme ordeal, which is a pivotal moment where the hero faces death, appears to die, and ultimately cheats death, symbolizing a profound transformation and renewal. Stage 1 is the ordinary world. Think of it as Dorothy in the black and white world of Kansas, before the tornado came into her life and took her away. You see, before the assassination attempt, Trump had established himself as a resilient political figure. His post-presidency activities, legal battles, and preparations for a potential 2024 presidential run defined his ordinary world. But then the tornado came. Trump's decision to remain a significant political figure and consider another presidential run is his call to adventure, drawing him back into the political arena. This was Rocky being chosen to fight Apollo. Despite his ambitions, President Trump faced considerable resistance from political adversaries, legal challenges, and even skepticism within his own party, reflecting the refusal of the call stage. Advisors and loyalists and supporters who continued to back him played the role of mentors, guiding and supporting Trump throughout these turbulent times. Remember, Mickey trained Rocky. Rocky had the body to fight Apollo, but he didn't have the knowledge. He needed the knowledge from his mentor, Mickey. You've seen this before. The character of mentor goes all the way back to the story of the Odyssey, when mentor began to help Telemachus, who was the son of Odysseus in Greek mythology. The assassination attempt on July 13, 2024 represents the stage known as the crossing of the threshold, where Trump faced an unprecedented and life-threatening challenge, marking a decisive entry into the heart of his journey. Leading up to the assassination attempt, President Trump encountered numerous tests and allies and enemies. He navigated political and legal challenges with the support of his allies while battling relentless opposition. Trump's preparation for his 2024 campaign and the intense scrutiny and opposition he faced can be seen as his approach to the Inmost Cave, where he mentally and strategically prepared for the ultimate battle. The assassination attempt on July 13th, 2024 epitomizes the supreme ordeal. This is Dorothy battling the witch. This moment brought Trump face to face with death as a sniper's bullet struck him in the ear. This life-threatening event tested his resilience, courage, and fortitude to the extreme. The immediate aftermath of the attempt saw President Trump and his close inner circle dealing with the trauma and emotional toll of the stage known as the Witness to Sacrifice. His family, supporters, and security personnel demonstrated their loyalty and commitment, reflecting the sacrifices made in his name. The sniper's bullet, which could have easily ended his life, gave President Trump a literal and figurative taste of death. This brush with mortality forced him to confront his vulnerability and the precariousness of his position. In the chaos following the attack, initial reports and the gravity of the situation made it seem as though President Trump might not survive. This stage is referred to as "Hero Appears to Die," and it saw the nation and its supporters holding their breath, fearing the worst. Trump's survival, despite the severe injury, embodies what storytellers call hero cheats death. His recovery and raising his arm into the air and reminding his fellow Americans to fight, 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 highlighted his resilience and reinforced his image as a figure who could overcome even the greatest threats. Look, no matter what you believe about how President Trump survived, whether it was through divine intervention by God or an angel or some other force, or even if you think that we are living in a computer simulation, one crucial aspect of the story is this: it was very important that President Trump be injured and bleed. I know that sounds crazy, but check this out. By drawing blood, it showed that Trump is mortal. This act symbolized his humanity, and what it did is it made him relatable to Americans and men and women around the world. After all the great things that his supporters have said about him, and all the horrible things that those with TDS have said about him, the fact that he was bleeding showed the whole world that he's not a god and he's not a monster. Trump is just a man. Trump is human. Trump can be hurt, and Trump can heal. President Donald J. Trump is just like us. The villain who shot him didn't kill him and didn't even hurt him. The villain humanized him. Donald Trump is just like us. He's just a man. And so him being hurt and him bleeding and the whole world watching blood drip down his face changed everything. And the fact that he raised his arm after all of that made Trump a hero. Surviving the assassination attempt brought President Trump renewed support and sympathy from his base and countless others, serving as what storytellers call the reward. His ability to withstand such a direct threat solidified his standing and added to his narrative of invincibility. Post-recovery, President Trump embarked on the road back, which is another stage in the hero's journey, continuing his political activities with a renewed sense of purpose and urgency. This phase involved addressing security concerns, reconnecting with his supporters, and pushing forward with his political ambitions. The resurrection stage is marked by President Trump's return to public life, symbolizing his rebirth and transformation. This event deepened his connection with his followers and reinforced his commitment to his political journey, presenting him as a more resilient and battle-hardened leader. If President Trump successfully secures another presidential term, it will represent the stage known as the return with the elixir. He would return to the highest office, armed with the wisdom, experience, and strength gained from his journey, and the near-death experience, ready to lead with newfound vigor. The assassination attempt on July 13, 2024, was a defining moment in President Donald J. Trump's hero's journey. It encapsulates the death and resurrection stage, where he faced a life-threatening ordeal, appeared to die, and ultimately cheated death, emerging stronger and more determined. I gotta tell you all, I was watching the rally live, and when he got shot and people around the world were screaming and crying and freaking out, I said, don't worry, he's gonna be alright. Donald J. Trump is on a hero's journey, And this was just another stage that's a part of mythic storytelling structure. This narrative aligns with the mythic storytelling framework, portraying President Trump as a hero who overcomes immense challenges and transforms through his hero's journey. So what do you think about mythic storytelling and President Donald J. Trump's hero's journey? Have you ever applied that template to Hollywood films and other types of stories and even your own life? Kindly let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Remember, I used to work as a Hollywood screenwriter and script doctor, as well as an editor in book publishing. I'm also the author of numerous books about architectural history and design psychology, as well as a book about President Trump's buildings in New York. Please check out the links below to learn about how you can buy any of them, which will support my research and productions. Kindly remember to like, share, and subscribe to Spiritual Journeys on whatever platform you are listening on. Until next time, I wish you safe travels on all your spiritual journeys.